John chapter 1. Of the four Gospels, John, who was an apostle of our Lord, has the most unique one. The other three repeat things, and John occasionally discusses some of the things mentioned in the other Gospels. But he has such a unique approach. And he writes from a different time period than the other three. I don't know if it ever dawned on you that they weren't sitting there with a pen in hand taking notes, and as soon as Jesus died and all that, they finished, and here's my rendition, here's mine, Mark says, and Luke says, here's mine. It came years after the church started. But John came even after that period of time when there was a lot of skepticism within the church by then. You think, really? That's it? Well, give it about 30 or 40 years, and yeah, in the lives of people who were doubting a lot of things. So John backs up and talks about Christ from such a unique way. And he calls him with that unusual way of using the word to describe Jesus. In the beginning, not Christ came down to earth. Yes, that happened, but let's go back even further. In the very beginning was the Word. And the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Divinity, Jesus. As he talks about Jesus and his creativity and his activity in chapter 3 of creating the world. Verse 4, it says, in him was life, and the life was the light of men. Verse 5, the light shines in the darkness, and the New King James says, and the darkness did not comprehend it. Some of your translations will say, did not or could not overcome it. And I know I've said this before, just remind you that the Greek there, I'm a big fan of Greek, but this is what it's written in, can be translated either way. So it could mean that they couldn't overcome Jesus, nor could they understand what he was doing in his coming down to this earth. Both of them did. And I think both of them were meant to be that way. And that's why God chose that word. And it's amazing to think how he came into this world and they couldn't stop him. They couldn't understand what he was up to, and they couldn't stop him either and what he was going to do. But that concept I want to go back to is light. Because now as you move on to discuss a guy named John, not the apostle, but a John the Baptist, verse 6, there was a man sent from God whose name was John. This would end up being called John the Baptist. This man came for a witness to bear witness of the light of Jesus, and all through him might believe. And here's what I want you to grab a hold of for tonight. God in divinity, the Son comes down here, still divine nature, and lives among us. Verse 14 talks about he dwelt among us. And he's described as light to the world. And John's job, John the Baptist's job, just a little bit before Jesus' time, was paving the way for when Jesus would come to bear witness that Jesus is coming to that light. Verse 6, there was a man sent from God. Today, we still need people sent from God to bear witness to the light. That's my job. That's your job. Every one of us have not only that great honor and privilege, but responsibility to make sure the light still shines. That people hear the message and see it living in our life. And if we do those two things, we'll be bearing witness to he came into my life and he's made a difference. We don't have to know everything, but we know enough to know he's the one. How much do you know about him? Has it changed your life? It ought to. The greatest thing that ever happened was not Noah building the ark. That was phenomenal. But it was Jesus dying on the cross to change sin and get out of our life, redeem us, and take us back to heaven. That's our light. And our job is to bear witness to it. So, if you're not living it, change tonight. And if you're just kind of wishy-washy, get it straight. Bear witness by your actions and your words to the light. This Creator who came down to this earth to die for you and me. Worth every bit of our energy, time, and love. Give Him yours. Tonight we sing a song. Are you living right? Are you a Christian? Either one of those is another. Come down front, would you? While we sing, please.